signed us away. Finished. Complete. This is it. It's that simple. This is finished. He signs us away. He does this. Okay? He does this. What do you think of that? The Pledge of Allegiance is now illegal to recite in a public place. Give me a call. Area code 563-613-4260 on Skype, Gary.Russen, and in the chat rooms. Give me a call. Love to hear from you on this one, because this really irritates me to no end. This is what he does, folks. This is it. Okay? Really. And we're right in the middle of 50 minutes of non-stop talk on the Gary Russen program. 50 minutes. We started about 24 minutes to 3, and we'll end at 25 or so after 3. Take a break then. Okay? And we'll do weather on the 5s here in like about 10 minutes. But we're going to do 50 minutes of non-stop talk. We're about say 21 minutes into it right now. About 21 minutes into 50 minutes of non-stop talk. That means we're going to go right on past the 3 o'clock hour. Non-stop talk. Freestyle Friday on GJRB. Give me a call. Love to hear from you about this. This is it. This is how they do it. This is Obama, folks. Being Obama. We have to include Muslims, agnostics, atheists. Because if we say one nation under God, we can't do that. No. When it was God, this country was started as a Christian nation. But we have a man in there now who kicked God out of America. And now we're done. We're toast. America's finished. He signed an executive order to put an end. Unified country. You know, I said it before a long time ago, and I might have said it again, but the United Nations is worthless. It's worthless. The United Nations is worthless. Because they do nothing to stop wars. They said at the beginning that the United Nations is to stop wars. They didn't stop any wars. There was World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the war in the Desert Storm, and of course the war that continues to go on in the Mideast. And we said, the United Nations stops wars. It doesn't stop no wars. The United Nations is one of the most worthless things sitting in New York right now. Worthless. The end of it. It's just the United Nations. A lot of countries want to back out of it. They want to back out of it. So you see, what good is the United Nations? What good is it? Absolutely nothing. I don't see anything good about it. Nothing. Got more. Let's see what we got. I'm going to go into the... speaking of which, let's talk about that. United Nations, are they stopping this? Korea, North Korea and South Korea. I believe it's... Is it North Korea? Kim Jong-un, North Korea. His confrontational course. Direct challenge to the entire international community. Secretary of Defense Ashton Carter declared to be the direct challenge to the entire international community. Conducting his 5th nuclear test, Kim Jong-un, a slant-eyed fool over there in Korea, is done their 5th nuclear test. Direct challenge the entire international community. 7.4 billion people live on Earth right now, and a little other than that, common community binds together, organize themselves, politically different, rely on very economic systems, hold dramatically conflicting religious beliefs, and indulge in myriad cultural practices. And they certainly don't fall in behind the values and policies of largely Western, most often articulated in the name of international community. Okay, Kim Jong-un. And I'll call him that because I really, like I said, I'm not one of those that that pronounces very well. So hey, Kim Jong-un. He's got his nuclear weapons poised at America, and I guess we got our share of them too. But here's a man who wants to finish us off. He's got those nuclear weapons all pointed right at us. I mean, really. This is it. This is it. All right, well, you know what? It's past it is now 2:56 Central Time here on GJRB Online, and so we're going to continue. Coming up next, we'll give you your matter of opinion. What do you think about Trump in this whole thing with the hot mic issue? What do you think about that? And celeb birthdays coming up. And celebrity deaths, too. And we'll have that coming up. And weather in the news coming up a little later on past the hour. But right now, I am going to do the long overdue weather on the fives. We got that right now coming up. Weather on the fives. Let's see. Here we go. Long overdue weather on the fives. So we're going to do that right now. Let's take a look at that now. Weather on the fives on the Gary Russen program. There's a series of strong storms now, which will affect the West Coast. Matter of fact, I think it was Oregon. Was it Oregon? They had a tornado up there, up in Oregon. And they got some potential heavy rains, high winds for Washington State, across the Pacific Northwest and Northern California right now. They've been packing winds, and I think I heard this morning. They've been packing a lot of winds there, like well over about 70 miles per hour, I think. They've been really, really getting pounded. The West Coast portions of the Great Basin, Northern Rockies are all experiencing widespread precip, high winds, and strong storm system, which pushed through there earlier today. And snow is expected for areas of the higher terrain across the West. So that's like people in Lake Tahoe, over in like Colorado, they're probably going to get snow. Already saw snow in Billings, Montana. They just had snow. I saw this yesterday when I was going through and doing some. After I came back from the hospital yesterday, the other day, I was looking at that. It was Wednesday, I believe it was. I was looking at that, and there was snow in Billings, Montana. Billings, Montana had some snow, measurable amounts too. Anyway, the same front will continue moving west, or rather east. That front is moving east, folks. Moving east. Yeah. Moving east. So it looks like we could get some of this. Northern Plains, Upper Midwest, Saturday, and into the Upper Great Lakes region on Sunday. Secondary cold front closely will trail behind the system, with the southern Canadian prairie northeast to the upper Mississippi Valley, Upper Great Lakes. Showers and thunderstorms will develop along the head of a front across the Central Plains and Upper Midwest. And then there's another storm system moving in onshore on Saturday, resulting in another round of intense rain, wind in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to get pounded here pretty soon. The Pacific Northwest, Northern California, it will be spreading rain and wind in high elevations with snow in the northern Rockies Saturday into Sunday. So already getting snow. There you go. Already starting. Strong through over the eastern Pacific ridge over the central U.S. will maintain warmer than average temperatures. This will be average temperatures this weekend. Forecast highs will generally be 5 to 15 degrees above the typical for mid-October. Temperatures across the east having been cooler than average late, but will be steady warmer near the normal highs by Sunday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms may develop over the southern plains this afternoon and evening, along with a weakening front. But it's going to likely diminish by overnight. Generally dry conditions are forecasted for the mid-Atlantic and for the northeast this weekend. And wow, we're talking a lot about some that's headed our direction, folks. Yeah, the upper Midwest. That's us. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. It's gonna pound on us here real soon. You're gonna be seeing snow. You're gonna be seeing white real soon. I hate to say it to you, folks, but it is. A little past 3 o'clock, about 3:01 in the Central Time Zone. Right now, 4:01 East, and it is now 1:01, 1 minute past 1 in the Pacific. I'm Gary J. Russen on GJRB. From America's Heartland, this is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa. And it is the Gary Russen program on Freestyle Friday, 50 minutes of non-stop talk. No. Yep, you know it. And that means that we are doing non-stop talk for 50 minutes. No promo breaks, no commercials, no running that stuff. Just complete non-stop, complete conversation right here on GJRB. So stay with me for that. We've got a great program lined up for you here on the Gary Russen program here on GJRB. And we're going to get back into some more news stories. And if you want to get in on a program, we'll let you join that. We're going to do celebrity birthdays. I've got to check my Spreaker or my Facebook coming up. Well, I'll be doing a scroll through social media coming up here. As a matter of fact, why don't we do that? We're in the 50 minutes of nonstop talk. Let's do it. Let's get into that. We're going to get into my Facebook. We're going to go into our Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, and all that good stuff, and do a scroll through social media.
Now, let's scroll through social media.
And we're going to get started, and this is where we usually get a lot of good stories, late-breaking news event news stories and stuff by going into my Facebook. And we're going to do that right now. We're going to start off with that and see what people have posted on here. And first, before we even get started, I want to thank all my well-wishers, a lot of family members and stuff, and friends who saw my posting on Facebook regarding the, I'll read some of them to you, thank you so much, regarding the situation with my heart issues and my going in and getting that done with the that sonogram, the whole thing from last week, and watching my heart, my stress test this week, which was really interesting. You know, I like treadmills, but for some reason I just, if it goes a little, I was afraid I was going to fall. I mean, I was standing, really trying my mindest to hold on, and they were telling me I was holding on tighter than normal, but I was standing on there, and I thought I was going to be dragged down by that thing. And then they made it a little faster, and that's where I was starting to really hurt on my arm going into my shoulder blade area there. Now, like right now, I have a bulging disc there. And that is causing issues. So I tell you what, we're going to be right back. I got more coming up next. You got the Gary Russen program on GJRB. Stay with us.